sometimes you wanna hide away.
You're probably wondering why I'm up so early. Nah, I just got off of work and this little lady, it's my birthday today, alright? And she's been on this journey with me on trading and everything, and she did something for me. I can see the sights down there. But I just wanted to show you, man. But I'm about to open all this. We're finna talk about that tomorrow, but I'll see y'all tomorrow morning or late afternoon or whenever I wake up, really, because I'm tired. But I'm finna do that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this whole little scenario in the morning. Right? So last night, my girl surprised me coming back home from work with some birthday gifts with the 5 senses, and I thought that was pretty tough. And those are the little things that you need with your training journey is some support system. And I know it's kind of like a double-edged sword. You don't want to tell nobody, but same time you wish you had some support, but you know other traders understand what you're going through. And I'm gonna be honest with you, your significant other is not going to believe you at all. They're not. Because they want to be able to see the results because, right, you don't know what type of situation that you're in. And if money is tight, they're going to think, what are you doing? Why are you taking the risks? Why are you spending so much time doing that? But you know the vision that you can do in order to uplift them and help them, okay? And she's slowly been coming around for the past, I say 7 months, 8 months, since I've been growing this YouTube channel, since I was able to get my payout, since I was doing, but it was a long journey. But she was there since the beginning, from the start, and she did help me fund a lot of things in order to get where I'm at today, and I'm truly grateful. Yes, we didn't see eye to eye at sometimes, but I respect it because now looking back, I could have done better. I could have pushed a little bit harder, right? She may have been going through things that I probably wasn't looking at or didn't hear, and I really respect what she done because this right here really can uplift me and boost me even more and motivate me for the rest of the week or even the rest of the month. So when I'm able to do capitalize it, hey, people around you, you're able to bless those people around you because they are helping you. They're taking the sacrifices so you're able to live out your dream, right? Because my dream is to make content in order to impact people, same time doing the trading, same time having freedom and having faith with God and having a strong foundation for Him. So I'm able to prosper for the rest of my life. Okay, that's what I really want to talk about, just having that support system. And I always tell everybody, if you don't trust nobody, if you don't have no family, if you don't have anything that can help you and uplift you, come join the print team, come talk to me, bro. DM me on Instagram, bro. I'm willing to listen to you, bro, because I understand that it's very hard at some times and you feel like you're doing it alone. You don't have to do it alone. I'm not even trying to put out that Discord so you can just join and trying to teach you things, bro. It's an open Discord for you to be able to be yourself, right? Drop some game. It's somebody that's 16 that learned how to trade 2 months ago, bro. He's in the Discord just spamming, and I respect it, bro, because buddy's hungry, bro. I understand it, and you just gotta have that support system, and just know I deeply, I believe in you, truly. But it is my birthday today, and it's just another day to work. I mean, it's Saturday, it's the weekend, and the weekends are made for you to push even harder. And that's all I can do, right? Got off at work at 4, woke up a little late, caught some more Z's, and I'm going to go right back to work, right? With my 5 to 9, put this video out there, back test, do what I need to do in order to become the trader that I want to be or become the person I want to be. And then later tonight, I work. Tomorrow, I work. Monday, I work. Bro, the grind don't stop. It is what it is. I can sit here and complain about it, but this is a lifestyle that I chose. This is what I signed up for. This is why I grind and put out a video every single day because I'm trying to get 1% better every single day. That's all I need. I'm slowly seeing the results. And my birthday, I'm be honest, I've done everything, going out to eat, doing a little fun activities. It's just grind mode. Eventually, hey, I never know what my life could be in a year. I could be having fun with the jet skis and doing all the exotic things, but I got to put in the work now. I can have fun later. Right? I'd rather grind now, enjoy it later, instead of me enjoying now and then I have to grind later. I can't. I've seen so many people in my life that are a little bit older than me, and they wish they can go back in their 20s. So I like to start on a daily time frame because that's what I'm going to get my bias with, and whatever previous day close, that's going to be my bias. All right, Mondays are a little bit tricky because I like to start on a weekly to see where we're heading. Seem like we're trying to take out these highs here as well. So this week it could be a little bit bullish. Daily, yesterday or that Friday, my bad, closed out bullish, so I'm looking for some type of longs We do have this gap that we may go into, and then we may drop a little bit to fill it. So that is very concerning, but we could anticipate that's where price is going. All right, this is a daily, so it's going to take a little bit longer for it to go up there. All right, but we are looking bullish. 4 hour, I see a 4 hour gap. Okay, a 4 hour gap is basically, you see these two candles, you see this 2 o'clock candle, this 6 o'clock candle, right? That's two candles. All right, in this space is basically a gap. Okay, you may not see the third candle here, but you have to picture that the third candle is right here. Okay, boom, that this is a gap. Mind you, this is on a higher time frame. This is a 4 hour gap, so it's going to take a little bit longer. So that means that this 4 o'clock candle, which is will be in this case the 10 o'clock, that price may come down, fill this gap, and then push it. Okay, so that's what I mean by a 4 hour gap. Okay, so 4 hour gap, boom, 4 hour gap. That could be an entry area to take my longs. Fib tool, from these lows to these highs, where price is currently at, you see that that 4 hour gap is kind of near this continuation area, and for it to push higher. Okay, this is a continuation, and I use a 50%. Remember, 50% below is discount in order to take these longs, and then above the 50% is premium in order to take some sales. Okay, so this is a good area for a 4 hour gap, and with this continuation area. With the 1 hour, I like to look for fair value gaps here as well. So if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, that is a fair value gap. Boom. So we have a fair value gap with a 4 hour gap overlapping, and then we have a continuation. All right, that's three confluences adding up on top of my bias, which will be bullish. Okay, so we will want price to come back down, retrace back into here for it to go long. Okay, so this is going to be the bias right there. And one thing on these higher time frames, you may not get your move all the time. You may miss your move, but it's just keeping you disciplined, because it really keeps you to one trade, honestly. Okay, so I scaled down to a 30-minute C. We also have another gap here as well. So we have an hour gap with a 30-minute gap with a 4 hour gap, and then we have the fib tool. Okay, so let's just see what price do. I do scale down to a 15-minute because I am on a higher time frame. I can't see when this market opens. So this is 9 o'clock. So 9:15. All right, and then 9:30. So we're waiting for that retracement. Hope it retraces all the way down. Let me put my limit order in. Oh, my bad. I already have it. Ding dong. Limit order in. So I'm risking 50 points, right, for 100 of points. That's crazy. I'm risking 100. I mean, reward is 100. My bad. Okay. Bow. So 500 for 1,000 roughly. All right, let's see what price do. All right, we got that 9:30, 10 o'clock. Hopefully, we push all the way down. We're pushing towards it. All right, bet. We won't get our stuff until 10:30. Mind you, being on these high time frames, it don't take this long. I feel like Monday we had no news. It's probably why we didn't fluctuate. But sometimes you have to sit in the trade. You have to wait for your setup. And I'm waiting for price to come to me. All right. We do have this gap. So roughly, I could wait for this 4 hour gap. Roughly, I could have waited for this fair value gap filled to get filled in. All right, because I'm protected. So if I did take an entry off of here instead, okay, which ideal sometimes I do. Sometimes I do wait to the 4 hour gap. It's all about preference. And also, entries are probably one of the hardest things because you got to perfect it a little bit. But even if I entered here, I am protected with this 4 hour gap, with the 1 hour gap, and then I got the continuation. All right, so just say if the trade never came back down here, we could say like, all right, bet that is a fair value gap fill. Price came in and pushed up, but we are waiting for the 4 hour gap. Hope that made sense. All right, but in this case, we did. We tapped in. Boom. All right, look like we didn't respect this at all. Oh, we respect it. We was in some drawdown. I am break even at a 50. I'm not 50, but at halfway. So basically, like a 1-to-1. I am break even on trades. So in this case, yeah, price just stomped me out. All right. Hey, it's cool. All right, we have multiple confluences adding up. I was following my rules. We did get a little sharp rejection, but it just never came back. It probably took out some lows here as well. Hey, trade number 1 failed. Hey, I'm not an imposter. Trust me. Well, let's go to here. Let's go to the next session. Probably just failed like crazy. Let's look at the daily. The daily was a little bit bearish. All right, so the daily was bearish, so I am looking for shorts on this previous day.
or this current day. So look here, this is ideal right here. Boom. Okay, we have a 4-hour gap that price wants to come into probably. All right, remember above the 50% range is a premium, so that's good. Two confluence is adding. Let's look at this 1 hour. We do have a gap here as well, overlapping this 4-hour, which is ideal. Let's get down to a 30-minute. We have another gap on top of another gap. So this is another idea that price will want to come up here and come back lower. All right. So let me put my order in with that fill. Risk a 50-point stop loss. Targeting a 1 to 2. All right. Let's put a limit order in. Bow. Let's wait. All right. We almost came up. Literally almost came up. It's 9:30 open. Yep. Oh, came up again. Came up again. See, I could. That's what I'm saying. I could have took the trade off of here, wait till fair value got filled. Would have been almost at TP. I could play these what if games, but you guys see it. We're having rejection. You guys see it. All right. Boom. We reject it. You see how we reject that 4-hour gap with that 1-hour gap, that 30-minute gap. All right. I do like to break even at a 1 to 1, which would be 50. In this case, it'll be $500. So I'm a quarter there. Oh, TP1 got hit. Move this to break even. And now, boom. Let the trade play out. Boom. Just going to let it play out in front of you guys. And let's see if we do hit full TP. All right. Oh, price comes back down. All right, and that's what I mean being on a higher time frame. These are pushing by 1 minute, but you're able to see this in seconds and ticks. So you're able to take partials, you're able to take bread off the table, or you can just let it run a full TP. In this case, full TP gets smacked. All right, in this case, you guys see that I'm 1 and 1. All right, when my rules are all lining up with each other, I took a loss. And this trade is the same exact thing, literally. All right, we had a 4-hour gap that you respected. 2, we had a 1 hour and a 30-minute lining up with each other. And I took basically a fair value gap fill. All right. And I anticipated that move. Literally anticipate this 4-hour getting filled, right? Coming down and probably most likely going to take out these lows because this looks like a news candle. But just saying, you could have held it. All right. Let's just see this play out a little bit more. Let's do the skip 10 minutes. All right. Let's see if you held this all the way to this low. Probably would have got break even. But this lowest was low right here. That's like a 1 to 3 gang. Literally 1 to 3. All right. So let's give you guys another example before I cut it short. All right. So we're 1 and 1. We're literally 1 and 1. This is an overbought market. This is Wednesdays. I do not trade Wednesdays because of shit like this. So let me move on to the next day. All right, bet. Boom. Thursday. 1 and 1, by the way. So, like I said, we roughly most likely would take out these highs, and we're almost there. All right, you know, sometimes when price gets to liquidity, it likes to just drop and then push up even more. So I have to also keep that in mind. All right, so but yesterday we did close out bullish, so I am bullish. All right, so we do have a 4-hour gap down here, right? So I'm not gonna wait till this entry. Mind you, I am bullish on a higher time frame, but if I have a 4-hour gap down here, I could anticipate prices going to go down there. So I can also use a 4-hour gap as anticipation where price may go, meaning that I may flip my bias, but multiple bias needs to add up. So in this case, this will be the 4-hour gap. And you're probably saying, Beggy, why is that a 4-hour gap? This is a 2 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I'm anticipating this 10 o'clock push to push down lower. So I'm anticipating that third candle. Also, you can wait and see that this gap may be filled here as well, but that means it has to push up even more. But at that point, you might as well just take out those highs, okay? So it's all about preference, all right? But I'm going off of this 4-hour gap. Draw my fib tool from this high, from this low, and with this 4-hour gap, we have 4-hour gap with the continuation area. Valid. Let's see, we look on the 1 hour. 1 hour. You see that we closed. Okay, we closed below this. We went up, we respected it, and we may get a push down. We do have a fair value gap here, but ideally, how our trade is playing out, I'm not worrying about that gap, okay? I hope that this gap gets filled up, push us into this 4-hour gap in order for us to go a little bit shorter. That's what I anticipating, okay? Scale down to a 15 minute, not 50 minute. Whoa, that's crazy. 50 point stop loss. And look how much liquidity that price has to push up through in order for it to really stop me out. So I am protected, all right? But this at 9 o'clock. Let's go to 1 and 2. Boom. I got to wait till market opens. All right, bet. Boom. Oh, it pushed out all that liquidity. 9:30. Okay. 9:30. Price really did push up all the way until, let's see. Let's look on this 4 hour. Oh, this is that 4 hour gap you could have also had. I just went off this 4 hour gap because I'm anticipating the 10 o'clock push. So if you waited for this 4 hour gap, shit, man, bro, this would have played out. Literally, would have played out. You would have been at TP1 already. But I waited for this one, okay? So it's all about preference, all right? So with me, I'm taking this trade right now because I don't want to miss this move, all right, right now. And I'm going to place a market order in, and hopefully it plays out. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. All right, I'm following my rules. 50 point stop loss, bow. Okay, let's see how this biddy play out. Yeah, whoever took that 4 hour gap period, your TP would have been hit already, gang. Look like we are respecting this 1 hour gap down here. Yep, takes me out. Just chose the wrong 4 hour gap. But you guys see what I'm talking about. I'm going to just go to the camera. So, y'all seen it. Y'all seen the thought process. I'm 1 and 2. All right, but I'm glad that I lost. All right, my strategy isn't perfect. I'm not going to sit here and show you 3 out of 3 wins and convince you that my strategy works. All right, my strategy is sitting at a 45%. All right, and that's valid for me. All right, I look at Steph Curry. He's shooting 44% from 3-point. All right, I know it's different from trading to basketball, but that's just how I look at it. He's considered the greatest shooter, so I'm able to capitalize. I'm able to get a payout. I'm able to pass these evals with a 43% win rate. I don't need to have something crazy and OD, and I'd rather just show you guys the raw cut of me losing like that, and that's valid. All right, and it's all about your preference. It's about how you see the markets, how you look at it, how you have your own system, how you have your own identity in order for you to play in these markets. Because it don't matter if you're in a 15-second time frame or the daily time frame trading, bro. As long as you put in, bro, I respect it, bro. I don't like nobody of how they trade. That's just how I trade. All right, I'm on a 30-minute entry taking those trades, waiting for a fib tool, some session highs and lows, a 4 hour gap, a 1 hour gap, a 30-minute gap, right? Definitely things that's adding up and flowing. And hey, I showed you guys that of the basically how I backtest and over and over and over again. All right, but that was only 3 examples of it, right? But that's just how I trade. If you guys want a strategy video of breakdown, I may break it down and post it on here of how I want to do like a little series, right? So every other day that I'm dropping a new content strategy video. So it's strategy part 1, regular daily vlog, 2, strategy daily vlog, just so you guys can just stay in the mix of just how I trade and how I operate. But hey, to each his own of how you trade, but I'm just saying, 30-minute and up, bro. Right, less stress, less emotions. All right, and you're able to do things while you're doing it. Mind you, I'm skipping the time up by 1 minute, so at least with those seconds, I'm able to see it a little bit more for me to switch the bias or be like, okay, this trade's not playing out. But no excuses. All right, 1 and 2, 2 losses, 1 W. But hey, it is what it is. But I hope that you guys took some value from here, took some game from here. Hey, it is my birthday today, but it don't even matter to me. I'm still going to show up. I'm still going to work. I'm still trying to get 1% better. I may not be the ideal birthday that you guys want to see or that I may want to have, but I'm grateful for that God woke me up for another day in order to give out value, in order to impact lives, and also gave me another year in order for me to prosper. I've learned a lot from this year. Basically, last year in August around my birthday, trading started to click, and now around my birthday, I'm starting to get these payouts or getting this payout. I got the payout. I'm able to be consistent. I'm able to do it, so I'm learning a lot. Shoot, next birthday I could be in the house and having green whiskey driving around and having these exotic videos. I know it's gonna happen. I know, but overall, carry out your day, go get 1% better. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And I know it's going to be a busy week for me, but it is what it is. I have to put it up. But hey, stay up, stay blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow.